Dancing.com, and in this video we're going to do a review on the Lupit Stage. And before I get started, I just want to remind you to please subscribe, like the video, or leave any questions and comments that you have in the comment section below. If you have any questions, then I'll answer those questions. Also, I'll be mentioning some various products, or if I mention anything in this video, there are links in the description box below where you can go and get more details about what I'm talking about if you have any questions. And there are also links in the description box if you like the Lupit Stage and you want to buy it, the best deals that we could find. All those links and information is in the description box below, just so you know. So let's get started. All the pieces that I have behind here are, these three pieces right here, are what the Lupit Stage comes in. And the best thing that I really like about this is that it's very easy to transport. I also own an X Stage Lite, and by far, Lupit hands down is the easiest to install and the easiest to carry around. It's a lot easier, it's lighter. And we'll get into the kind of a little bit of those differences why. I did do a side-by-side comparison of the Lupit and the X Stage Lite. The link to that will be also in the video, or the description box below to that video, so that you can watch that as well. But this is really going to be the detailed breakdown of the benefits and features of the Lupit Stage to see if it might be something that fits you. So what we have right here is the three pieces. This main piece right here carries the poles and the legs of the stage. This piece right here contains the center of the stage. So you would, when you begin your install, place that where you want to put the stage. And of course, this piece here has all 6 panels which make up the base of the stage. Now this is my favorite part of the stage because all 6 panels are in here, and it is a little heavy, but it's nothing that I can't move by myself. And this is a really big feature because if you ever want to take these stages outside to the beach to go pole dancing or anything like that, transporting them can be a huge pain unless you have somebody with you that wants to transport it for you. But if you're a girl like me, you just want it to be simple, easy, and for you to do on your own, then this stage is really good. And these panels make up the big difference. As you can tell, I can use it very easily. Right back here, I have one of the cases for the X Stage Lite. And I only left it out so that I could compare and show you. This is the base panels for the X Stage Lite, which are very heavy. There's only 3 of the panels in here. The X Stage Lite, you actually have to lug 2 of these around. There's more packaging with the X Stage Lite, and it's very heavy by comparison. And this is only 3 panels. So you get all 6 panels in the Lupit and only 3 panels. You have to lug around 2 of these with the X Stage Lite. So the panel weight and the weight of the stage in general makes a pretty big difference when you're trying to install and transport these stages. So that's something to consider. If you like really heavy things and the sturdiness of metal, then that might be an option for you, but that's one of the benefits that I really like about the Lupit Stage. So to get started, we'll start breaking down this install, and I'm going to try and keep this video as short as I can, but I am going to go through the install and the features, so it will take a little bit of time, so please bear with me. Inside here is like I said, the centerpiece for the stage. So I'm going to set that right where I want to install it. The casing and the packaging is a really strong, sturdy canvas. I haven't had any problems with tearing, Velcro problems, or anything like that. It's very high quality, very sturdy. And on the inside, they put like a nice little pocket here with 2 little hex tools which you'll use to install your stage. And the cool thing about Lupit is you only need this to install it. You will not need these to change the pole from spinning to static later on like you do with an X Stage Lite. So you only need to use them once, and then they're out of your way for good. But it's cute little packaging. On the top here, you're going to have the legs that go underneath the panels. I'm just going to set that aside for now because we'll get into that in a second. I'm going to get rid of that completely. That was loud. Okay, so we have our centerpiece here. You'll notice that there's holes around here, and the legs simply slide in to each hole and then are tightened down by a hex key on the top. All of the legs and the pole pieces are inside of this package right here, and it simply unclips on the top. It does have handles for Velcro if you wanted to carry it instead of roll it, so that is your choice. And it's very, very easy to pull apart and unroll. And again, this is one of the things that I really love about the Lupit Stage, is because the pieces are very easy to access, get out, get in, and package back up. You know, and that's what I really like about it when you're trying to love these stages around, if you're somebody who likes to travel with your equipment. So these are what the stage legs look like. There's going to be 6 of them, so let me get them all these parts unpackaged. We have all of our pieces out of this bag. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Okay, so what we have here is our 2 main pole pieces right here, and I'm going to move the 2 main pole pieces to the side just till we get to that part of the install. And then we have the 6 leg pieces. Now, the thing to note about the legs is that they do have adjustable feet, so that depending if you're on an unlevel surface or something like that, you simply adjust the feet by turning it to make a level surface. And this is something that you might want to adjust a little bit depending on your floor type before you put it in, because it makes it a little bit easier. The bottom of the pad does have a nice grippy surface. Now, it's not going to leave a residue on your floor or stick to it in any way, but it will prevent the stage from sliding. It is a very good grippy surface, and it will prevent or stop any sliding. So all you do is you slide these legs in like so until it's slid in all the way, and then when it's in, you could turn and adjust your feet so that it is level to your floor. And you just do the same thing with all 6 legs. Now that all 6 legs are in, the next thing you want to do is tighten the top with the Hex Keys. Oh, did I take them out of the bag? I don't think I did. Oh, I forgot to take them out. And again, they're just inside of the main piece lid here. You just simply pull them out. Okay, so we're going to tighten these down. And these actually just secure the legs in place so that they can't be pulled back out. Okay, so that tightens up the legs, and as you can see, if I pull on them, they don't come back out. So at this point is a good time to level your stage as best you can, because it's easier to do without the panels. And this stage has been used inside my house before, so the legs are pretty level as they sit right now, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time adjusting them. And then there is an adjustable piece in the middle also that turns, and you can move that down to the floor for additional support. Okay, so the next piece is to install all of the panels after you have all of your leg pieces and the support pieces on the bottom of the legs adjusted for your floor. Okay, so on my floor, my legs I can't get my feet all the way down. This one's a little loose. Because I'm in carpet, and carpet has padding underneath. So really, no matter how much you press these down. You can get it as level as you can, but when you're using these stages on carpet, it's always, when you're using it, it's gonna depress down into the carpet and kind of have some flex in the base. Just so you know, the feet won't create a complete amount of stability on carpet like they would as if you put it on tile or laminate, then it would be more secure, but on carpet you're always gonna have that flex. But it doesn't disrupt your dancing or anything like that. I have a fun time dancing on my stages on carpet. Next piece is 6 panels. They're very easy to install. There is 3 glossy and 3 matte panels. They look just like this. And this is the only one with the Lupit sticker. The rest of them are pretty blank. On the back side, you're gonna see some little felt pads. And then getting back to these pieces right here are the little legs that stick on the bottom of the panel. And what these little legs do is they support the outer edge of the panel when it's installed. They're very easy to put on. You just stick them on the Velcro, flip the top part back over, and then you set the stage panel on just like that. It's that easy. So you do the same thing with all 6 panels. Now that all 6 panels have been installed, you can see that the 3 matte and the 3 glossy, I have alternated, and it gives it a really nice finished look. The only panel that has any branding on it is just this one panel here. If you're anything like me and you kind of like a clean look on a surface and you're not really into branding that much, then the cool thing about this stage is that this is just a very high quality sticker. It will stay on there as long as you want, but if you really wanted to peel it off, it will not damage the surface of this, and you would have a nice clean finish with no lettering or anything like that on it. So I think that's pretty cool. This is removable if you want it to be. So the next thing that you do to secure the panels in place is to slide in the little lock on the leg. And all you do is press on it until you hear a click. Okay, now that that's done, the stage base is completely done. And as you can tell when you walk on it, you might notice a little bit of flex. And that is because these panels are made of a very high quality, extremely durable plastic, and that's what makes them light, yet very strong. And I personally, like I said, I love the lightness and the durability of it. The surface is smooth, so when you do any pirouettes or anything on your pole, it feels good on the bottom of your feet. With the X Stage Light, it comes with a sprayed on powder coated finish over the top of the metal. And it kind of has like an orange peel texture on it. And for me, over time, it starts to irritate the bottom of my feet. it's not that big of a deal. You could wear a little pair of footies or foot underwear when you're pole dancing if you have kind of sensitive feet on the, you know, on the pads of your feet. So, now that we got all the panels in, the next part will be to put up the pole. So, we have two pieces here, the top and bottom piece. The bottom piece is simply held on and locked in place with one hex screw. So I'm going to get my hex screw again. And I'm going to unscrew it so it's loosened. And then I'm simply going to slide the top of the pole in place on top. Now you can't see it on the video, but there is a hole on the back side of this stem that this one hex screw will screw into to kind of secure this pole on the base stem so it doesn't come back off. It's super easy. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to set the screw. I got it in mind. If you take the hex screw out, it's a little easier to get the alignment right when you put it on. There we go. I had it a little off. All right. Okay. You just be sure that this screw is all the way in and nice and flush so it's not sticking out and would protrude any way to bother you when you're dancing. Once that's on, you notice that I pull up on this, it's not going anywhere. The last and final piece is going to be the top pole. Now, this is another one of my favorite things about Lupit, is that the way that their joints for all their poles really come together is just an easily slides together. There are no extra added joints or screws or anything else that you have to use, and it really maximizes the beautiful finish. You know, a lot of other poles have a lot of holes because of X joints, or the screw together type poles, you leave a lot of holes so that you can get some leverage to unscrew them. But Lupit's just slides together and leaves a very pretty seamless finish with no or sometimes one hole. So that's a really good feature. There is one hole on the stages, and you want to align that hole with the one hole right here on the stem. And oh, one thing before I go and put this on, I wanted to bring your attention to the loop on the top. This loop right here can be used for aerial silks, and that is a really cool feature. Most other poles that you buy, including the X Stage, you have to buy an additional bracket that clamps around the pole, and then you would attach your silks to that. And I personally hate doing that because you run the risk of damaging the surface, and I don't want anything clamped on the metal, especially if it's chrome plated or something like that. I really don't want it. And Lupit thought about this in advance, and they really put the loop up there, knowing that a lot of people who love pole fitness also love their aerial silks as well, and the yoga hammocks. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this on. Just like so. And then all you need to do to secure that top piece on is screw in the little hex screw until it's tight. Okay, just like that, and it doesn't come off. So it's very sturdy once it's on. So this particular pole is a stainless steel finished X Stage, not X Stage, I'm sorry, Lupit. I'm getting my brands confused. I didn't do the chrome because I live in Florida in a more humid area, and so I wanted the rust resistance features that you get with stainless steel. If you have skin allergies and stuff, stainless steel is also a better option for you. But the cool thing about this is that with the stainless steel and the way that Lupit has designed the legs and the panels, it's virtually the best rust resistant stage that you could possibly buy. With my X Stage Lite, it is very heavy and it has a lot of metal moving parts, and I did have some issues with rust on it when the powder coating finish would chip from moving it. You know, the base panel started to rust, and it's not a big deal. It's just that with stainless steel and, you know, the way that these plates are made, you're not going to ever have the issues with rust creeping up on you if you live in a humid area like I do. Okay, so now that this is installed, it's very easy to change from spin to static, which I also like. All you do is you just turn the plate on the bottom, and then it turns to a spinning pole. It's super easy. With the Hex Stage Lite, you have to use additional keys and things like that to get that feature to change, but this one's easy. You just simply turn the base piece, and then it locks from spin to static. So I really love it. Expo has used, or not Expo, I'm sorry, I keep getting my brands confused. It's been a long day when I talk about all these different brands. But with the Lupit, they thought in advance, they used a lot of automotive and aerospace technology in their bearing system. So this is one of my other favorite things about the Lupit Stage, is because it spins more smoother, it spins better, and it spins more quiet, which I really like. And it's just so much easier to change to spin and static. I don't want to run and get my Hex Keys every time I want to change my mind from a spinning to a static pole. So this is basically what it looks like, full standing at 9 foot 3 inches tall. They do have extensions to modify the height if you need to. And this is what it looks like when you're spinning on it. It's very safe for inverting, if that's what you wanted to do. Okay. All right, and so I haven't had any problems with it. I love it dearly. It's so easy to put up and take down by far. And the last and final benefit that I want to mention with the Lupit brand in general is that they also make really awesome pole dance crash mats that look beautiful on their products. I have one over here, and this one is a Lupit premium gold mat, and as you can tell, it's pretty easy to pull out. It's very simple, and it unfolds. It's just a Velcro piece right here that holds it together. It will unfold really, really easy. It's all tied together. Trying to get it on the back side for you so you can see. The back side of the mat has this anti-slip surface, which is really awesome, and you won't find on cheap pole dance crash mats that you find on Amazon or anything. And it's really important that you have this anti-slip surface on the bottom of your mats, because your mats can accidentally shift and move from time to time, and this really stops and prevents that. And the last thing you want your crash mat to do is to slip or move when you're depending on it to be there when you're falling. So this is really good. It's not sticky. It won't hurt, you know, your floor or anything like that. And when we flip it over, you'll see that this premium mat is, this one is a gold metallic finish, but they have it in silver and other colors too. I personally like the metallic finishes, and it's a really cool finish type that you won't find in other brands. It's super easy to install. It has extra high quality stitching in it. The premium mats have taken their time with the stitching, so they last a long time. When you get a cheap mat and you're crashing on them all the time, the seams can bust or explode. These are, Lupit makes their mats with high quality certified materials, and what that means is that they will last a lot longer. They're more puncture resistant to heels and things like that, and the stitching will stay together a lot longer. They're super easy to install too. So all you do is you find the one piece that has the seam open, and then you pull it across your dance pole until it's centered the way you want it to. A Velcro piece underneath holds it in place. You simply press that down so it's Velcroed together and won't come apart. And then voila, you have a crash mat on the bottom of your pole. It's very soft, very cushy. This particular one is 4.72 inches, I believe, almost 5 inches. It's very soft and very cushy, as you can see. And it would definitely pad you during any fall. It makes me feel very safe when I use it. So that pretty much sums it up for the Lupit Stage review. Again, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. And if you are interested in any of these products, you can find the best deals and the links in the description box below. We try to do all our work that we can to find you the best goodies possible if you decide that you want to invest in this stage. So, above all else, be safe and have fun out there.